made it to East Lancashire Railway station, and there's a little museum bookshop here, the Emporium. Here's the little ticket offices. In the kiosks.
Duckies!
Now I just started looking for Smurf, but realised that we're parked at somewhere else. That's Spurs Country Park.
Yeah, right, pictures there. Yeah, they're empty.
There's nobody on our pitch yet.
It's sad, but...
The gates are now opening, and the train is about to pass through. And the train is behind that steam. Everybody come. And away they go. Well, we've come out for a little ride on the train. As you saw, the steam train has brought us to Ramsbottom, and there's a bit going on here. There's a bit of I think there's a village fete or something going on here, festival. So we're going to have a little look around this little area here before we get back on the train and do some more. What you got there, babe?
Falafel.
Oh, a falafel. It's a wrap, isn't it?
You get salad and chips in this wrap.
You do, yeah, that's right. And they came from that little kiosk over there, which is really busy. Bob's got one as well.
Yeah.
Halloumi. And Jenny.
Halloumi.
Yeah. And we got a glass of wine coming here.
Yep.
And it's. By the way, I've got a chicken one.
That's the 3:10 one. I would have picked this up at 3:10, innit? Daddy's going to blow his whistle. Look at his watch. He's getting ready to blow his whistle. Cha. Oh, that'll make you feel dizzy.
They're doing on it. Get off.
Yeah, how dare they?
We're not leaving.
Delivery in 14 minutes. I can go full shop. Where does it come from? Morris's? That's why they run around like idiots. No, there's a Morris. We stopped? Because we're at a station. Sit down.
Well, we're back in Bury again, and the station's behind us. We're going to have a look on the way back to pick up the van. We're going to look in this museum. It's the Bury Transport Museum.
£5 each, Trev.
Wow, what a proper treat. I love these places. It's the smell and the visuals of all the stuff that I used to remember as a kid. Little post office telephones van. I wonder if Bob had one like that. A bit before his time, I reckon. I think they had Busby on the side when Bob was in telecoms. And Dunster's Farm. What a beautiful little van that is. Look up here. There's so many of them to choose from. James Holden and Sons. And you've got the Locomotive here. Just the other side of this post. Yorkshire Railway, Lancashire and Yorkshire Railways logo on it. As a kid I always wanted to be a bus driver. Mum always used to take me on the number 3 bus down into Ipswich Town Centre. And I think it probably is a bit before, it dates a bit before my childhood. I do remember similar models on the road. This one's a 1949 Leyland Titan PD2. And it came out of service in 1965, and I would have been, what, 4 or 5 years old at that time. There you go. It's a beauty, isn't it? Yeah, I remember as teenagers I used to hop on the back here, swing on the bar on the back here, on the footplate. The turning staircase upstairs always used to be fun, but we always used to argue about who could sit behind the driver and pretend to drive. Another steam loco here. And the little truck, 3-wheel truck that would tow equipment. Just in talking with one of the engineers here, one of the volunteers, talking about some of the factories and the engineering businesses in Ipswich, and he knew some of them, which It's funny, you know, when you're in engineering, you don't lose it. It stays with you for life. It's a real passion. And the old factories, a lot of them are gone now, of course. At Northwich, Cheshire County Fire Brigade. That's a good example, isn't it? With the wooden ladders. And there's lots of them up there. Good gracious. There's a 50-foot ladder on there, look. 50 feet. This is clearly a hangar of some sort for vehicles, isn't it? Yeah. Another loco behind this truck here. But this is the bus I was looking at, another Leyland. Let's see what we can read from the board here. Hayward Street. Yeah. 1967, this one. Yeah, a little bit more modern, more my era. Leyland Motors, East Lancashire Bodywork Company, with Berry Corporation bought this Leyland. It's a PD2 Titan, which was a lighter weight bus as a part of a batch of 4. It was transferred to Salneck in 1969. And it was purchased for £1 in 2009 as a wreck and donated to the museum. 15,000 man hours to restore it. And now it's owned by the museum. Wow. A lot of passion and heartache gone into that. Let's see if we can get in the back, shall we? Well, that shows you what I know. There's no back door. Only an emergency door. This one loads from the front. And it's got the air doors on the front here. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, very familiar. Side seats towards the rear on these coaches. It's interesting. And I think in newer models they would have area somewhere here to put prams and pushchairs, but the only space for that in these is under here, under the stairs. But, look at the basic controls on these buses. You really had to work at it to turn corners with that. It doesn't say we can't go up, so I'm going to be cheeky and go up the stairs. Vinyl seats up here. Looks like they may have been redone. Yeah. And again, we used to argue over who had the front seat. Another old Leyland truck here. (1938). So it's 38-39. The cab was fitted to a production model of the updated Beaver with modernised chassis. 39-40, the government stops production of most lorries and buses to allow factories to produce munitions for the war effort. And in 41-42, the government allowed Leyland Motors to produce a limited number of buses and lorries using spare parts already in stock. These really have history, don't they? There's a steam-driven traction engine. So we can find out about this. 1921. Made by Thomas Greens and Sons. And it's 5 NHP, single cylinder side valve, road construction and repair, used extensively around the local area. This roller was used for general road rolling and asphalt rolling of car parks and playgrounds. Here it is in action. It's been Restored beautifully though. Fascinating. And this one, I'll let you read this on your own. Now here's one I don't recognise. I don't remember seeing a Gardner 150. I'm sure if I spoke with Aaron, old Chit Chat, we call him, I don't think he'd have any problem remembering what these are about, although they were before his time, I know. It's two double axle on the back, or two wheels on the back, and then you've got the two steering wheels, axles at the front, with a tractor on board. Which in itself is a classic. Trying to see what that is. Yeah, it's a Ferguson TED20, known as the Grey Fergie. The tractor was built in 1954 at a cost of 350 quid. There you go. Times change. We just come into the modern stuff. 1972. I was just starting secondary school then. I've been 11, 12 years old.
I think I need the seat a bit further forward.
Right. Ding ding.
Yeah.
Woodbridge Road, please.
Big old. Sorry. We're full.
Oh, are you out of service?
Yes.
Oh, okay.